Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. You have to excuse the sound of my fish tank in the background. Today I'm going to be retying this worm harness. The line's getting a little frayed on it from running towards the bottom. The walleye have been really down in the mud lately. And, you know, Lake Erie's full of zebra mussels on the bottom. They're very abrasive to harnesses. So we're going to be retying this. We're going to be using 20-pound big game line. My hooks are going to be a sample pack of hooks from Fish USA. I have no idea what size they are, what brand they are, but I'm going to have to get with those guys and see if I can figure it out, if they can search it through the SKU number, because I need a lot of these hooks. These are amazing. They're super sharp. Love them. We got a micro swivel we're going to put on the top of a harness because these blades spin. We don't want twist in our leader on the harness end or on the pole end. So the first thing I'm going to do is we have two of our new hooks here. Get that out of the way. We're going to snell these on to our line, and then we're going to reattach these beads and blades back on there. And I don't have any more of these blades. It's like a green with a flake in there. If anybody knows who makes these or where I can get some, or if you can even make them for me, let me know, because I'm all ears. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to put on the rear hook. We're going to snell it. So here's our hook. Here's our line. We want to go through the front side of the hook, run parallel with the shank. I know it's kind of hard to see. Usually I leave about 1 inch of tag for when we snell it. You know, the knot's not going to slide that much, but we can always clip it off at the end. So we're going to pinch that line, that tag end, parallel with the shank. We're going to take this main line, you know, the rest of it, we're going to start wrapping it behind the eye of the hook. I usually do, I don't know, anywhere from 5 to 7 wraps. I do 6. So we're going to pinch, we've got it wrapped around. My camera doesn't want to focus. And we're going to take the other end, we're going to go back through the back of the eye of the hook. We're going to pull that tight. Pull it a little tight. There we go. There's one hook snelled on our harness. So in order to get the next one off, or I should say on, instead of going through the front of the hook and through the back, we need to get this hook in line. If we were to go through the front side with our tag end, our hooks are going to end up like this, and that's not what we want. We want these to be in line. So we need to run the line through the rear of that eyelet first. So grab our tag end, go through the back of the eyelet. I usually run mine probably 2 inches apart, about, give or take a little. That's about good enough there. And then we're going to snell it on the same way we did with our first hook. I'm going to try to keep these lined up as close as we can. We'll have a little bit of adjustment once we snell the second hook. So we're going to pinch that. We're going to take our line, same thing we did on the first one, go around the back of the eyelet 5 to 6 times. Take our tag, come back through the back of the eyelet, and pull it tight. There's our second hook snelled. And these ones are a little bit off, unfortunately. But we got a little bit of adjustment with the way we move that knot around on the back of that front hook. There we go. Both hooks are snelled onto our leader. So the next thing I want to do is I want these beads and these blades in the exact same order as they are on this one. This being so that I have 6 beads here. Those beads are there to increase the gap between that blade and the shank of that hook. So that way when it's spinning in the water, there's enough gap there that when the fish bites, it can bite and hold. I have messed up before and learned the hard way where I have only put 1 or 2 beads here and didn't even realize that when this blade spun, it was completely covering the whole entire hook. Therefore, you're only fishing with the back hook. You're not fishing with the front one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this knot up here at the top. Take that, throw that in the garbage. And I want to take my old one and I'm just going to pull it right out. Trying to keep my beads and my blades in the same order that they were on there. So I'm going to start with this green one. I'm going to go 2 black. Then a green. And 2 black. Then I'm going to put the blade on. You want to watch the way the blade hangs because you want to make sure you don't put it upside down. The blade. And then I got 2 black. Now this wasn't a harness I bought at the store. I made this harness myself to begin with. I really enjoy making a lot of my own harnesses. You can get pretty creative with some of your color options with blades and beads. Okay. And then now that we have everything on there, lay this down and show you that there is still a gap, probably an inch, a little over an inch, between the back of that blade and that hook. So when a fish comes up and strikes, they're going to get both hooks and not just one. If I were to take some of those out, some of those beads out, and this blade was running like this, like I had one of them doing accidentally before, you're only fishing with the back hook. So to finish this one off, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tie on this little micro swivel here, just because these blades spin and we don't want twists in the harness or in our leader. Let's just do a little clinch knot. Okay. Got that on there. Let's clip off this excess. I always leave a little bit just for when the fish pulls. You know, it's going to tighten that knot up a little bit, and if you don't have enough, if you don't have any tag, it very well might slip that knot. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clip this in the back of this hook. Same thing, I'm going to leave a little bit of tag just for when the fish bites and tightens that snell up on the first hook. Throw that in the garbage. And here we go. There's our new completed harness. This color worked great for me. I love it. So, if you guys didn't take anything away from this video, at least help me out. a little bit. I need these blades. I need more. If you can make them, let me know. Comment, let me know. So, I want to thank everybody for watching. It was a quick one, just a little how-to, in case anybody out there was wondering. If you guys ever haven't experienced, you know, making your own harnesses or tying your own harnesses, it's really not that hard. You can use monofilament, fluorocarbon. You can use wire. I've used wire on a handful of mine, from 15 pound to 45 pound. 15 pounds not hard to snell around the hooks, but once you get up to like that 30 to 45 pound, it just wants to spin, and it is just the absolute pain. So I have recently started just using mono or fluoro, and it snells so much easier, you know. So thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.